Wheeler of East Cobb against Valdosta. And what more can you say about Valdosta, a football school with a basketball team in the final game? And that's going to be a thriller, too. Let's talk first about the girls' Quad A final, and we'll tell you about how they got there.
Number 1 ranked Sequoyah is a regular visitor to the Final Four. They were looking to make it back into the finals for the second time in 3 years. The Lady Chiefs jumped on Troup County early, going off into 6'4" Shelley Landry. But Troup is no stranger to state tournaments either. Misty Moore goes inside to Victoria Williams, who puts it up between 2 defenders. Sequoyah led by only 1 going to the second period. Sequoyah had their outside stuff going. Lindsay Gassright for 3. And the break was working, too. Gassright to Lashonda Stevens. She had 20 on the evening, as Sequoyah controlled the second half and went on to a 67-54 win.
We prepared this team for this type atmosphere, and I think this is what they worked for the entire year.
9th-ranked Cass got by McEachern and a tough Lassiter team to make it to the big dance. Southwest Macon was their next hurdle. The Lady Patriots were a bigger team, but that didn't bother the Lady Colonels. Valerie Lindley gets the tipped rebound, and she's on her way to a 3-point play. Cass trailed 20-18 in the second period. Southwest goes to Sabrina Nelson in the paint. She led the way with 16. The Lady Patriots led 31-27 at halftime. Third period was a shooting nightmare for both teams, but Southwest Macon had it under control. Latavia Coleman goes inside to Nelson. The Lady Patriots hold on to make a date with Sequoyah with a 56-50 win.
We did what we had to do, and we wanted to get it to the finalists.
Sequoyah coach Scott Bursmith, 4 trips to the Final Four. He definitely wants to make good on this one. Southwest Macon primed for the upset. Okay, we're going to be back with more right after the break. I'm Joe Washington. We're back with the boys and girls Quad A championship game preview. Now, these are more than just games. It's grandma and grandpa, mom and dad, the aunts and uncles all coming out to see the kids play ball. And what is the biggest moment at this point of their lives? A lot of fans here who've come from really various parts of the state to see this happening. Del Rogers is going to be in the stands during the game checking things out. Del, tell you what, this is really an exciting time.
Is right now, Joe, I'm on the floor, and I spoke with Sequoyah coach Scott Bursmith before the game. He feels that his team is a taller team. He feels that if he can control the boards, that will be the key for his team. Also, Scott said that he wanted to run. He wanted to run against Southwest Macon. And you can see Southwest Macon taking some free throws here. Coach Willie Goolsby, I spoke with him. He said the boards will be the key. He said that his team is not a tall team, but he hopes quickness, get inside, block them out. If he can control the boards, his team could possibly win the State 4A finals for the girls. Joe, Randy?
All right, we talked earlier about the Cinderella matchup, Wheeler and Valdosta, and a couple of years ago, who'd have thought Wheeler would have been here? A 4-20 team, and boy, did Coach Doug Lipscomb do a rebuilding job. Valdosta, well, again, that's football country. We saw Coach Nick Hyder here last night, and he couldn't be happier. The football coach loves to see the basketball coach succeed. Let's talk about how these two teams got here.
The Wheeler Wildcats are led by junior Sharif Abdur-Rahim, and they control the tempo early against top-ranked Beach. Second quarter, Abdur-Rahim gets the rebound. He'll wind up with the points on the other end. He led all scorers with 27. Wheeler led by 12. But the Bulldogs turn things around in the second quarter. Samuel Johnson strips the ball, gets it to Larry Johnson for the power move. Beach led 34-32 at halftime. The lead changed hands a few times in the third quarter, but Wheeler took control. Timu Dixon makes the big defensive play, gets it out to Demetria Smith for the basket. Wheeler led 51-50. They padded their lead from the free throw line and headed to the finals with a 65-57 win.
Yeah, we'll let the chips fall where they may. I'm very proud of them right now, and I'm just going to enjoy this one. And then we'll be here tomorrow night.
Valdosta's basketball
for a few minutes.
Okay, that's the boys. But first, the girls, the Quad A championship game, Sequoyah of Cherokee County against Southwest Macon. That game's coming up just a few minutes away. Randy Waters and Fred Colo will have the call. We'll see you in just a little bit.
The Georgia High School Association Quad A basketball pregame show has been brought to you by Chevron. Pay at the pump with Chevron Fast Pay, simply smarter. And by the heartbeat of America, Chevrolet.
Tall and talented Sequoyah needs one more game to be the queens of Quad A. Unranked Southwest Macon has other ideas. Coming up, Sequoyah and Southwest for the Quad A championship.
From the Alexander Memorial Coliseum at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, 11 Alive presents the Georgia High School Sports Network High School Quad A Girls Championship Basketball Game. Brought to you by Chevron. Pay at the pump with Chevron Fast Pay. Simply smarter. And by the heartbeat of America, Chevrolet.
Welcome to Alexander Memorial Coliseum, Sequoyah and Southwest for the Girls Quad A Championship. I'm Randy Waters along with Fred Khalil. A year ago, we came to you from snowy, cold Albany.
Right. It was at least more snowy up here than down there.
Yeah, nice to be with you on a rather spring-like evening here in Atlanta for these championship games.
I think the key for Sequoyah in this ball game is the shooting of Heather Mitchell, and I think the girl to watch for in Southwest Macon's lineup will be Sabrina Nelson.
All right, let's take a quick look at the lineups because we are just about ready to tip it off as Sequoyah goes against Southwest Macon. Lindsay Gastright, Lashonda Stevens, Heather Mitchell, Janet Chadwick, Shelley Landry, and by the way, Landry's only a sophomore, stands 6'4". They got that big lineup. Lakita Mathis, Tamika Clark, Batavia Coleman, Shanna Askew, Sabrina Nelson. The officials for tonight's Girls Quad A Championship, Robert Barnett, Reggie Hunter, and Tommy Stonecker. And we're ready to go. Top-ranked Sequoyah, Gastright controlling the tip. Landry's out there at the high post, but they go down low and almost turn it over. In fact, do turn it over. Shanna Askew comes out of there for Southwest. That's Askew. Lakita Mathis. Askew again on the wing. Sequoyah's in a zone. That's no surprise. You figure that's what they do with all that height after penetrating. Shots off to the right. Here's Gastright again. Heather Mitchell off the glass. Nope. Follow up, put up and in by Janet Chadwick. So already a second effort results in a basket for Sequoyah.
I look for Southwest Macon to get Latavia Coleman in the mix of things in a hurry here on the offensive end. She did a good job of taking over the game late the other night.
That was Tamika Clark on the wing, and now Mathis out on top. They play catch with it. Look over the defense. Remember, high school ball, no shot clock. They can take their time. Tamika Clark did just that. Saw an opening, stepped up and hit it. 2 all. A little pressure by Southwest. Broken rather easily by Sequoyah. That's Gastright. Stevens down low the lob for Landry. It falls for Shelley Landry, who stands 6'4", has her first 2 of the night. It's 4-2 Sequoyah.
The 2 young sophomores teaming up for the Lady Chiefs.
They come in here ranked number 1 with a 28-3 record. And Southwest 24-2. Trying to claim number 1. Lashonda Stevens grabbed the short shot. That's Chadwick across the half-court line. Gastright opening down low. Turnaround too long. Now Shelley Landry had a hand on it, but there's a whistle down on the baseline.
Southwest is going to get called for those kinds of fouls because of the height disadvantage underneath. You got the tall girls, Lashonda under there, Shelley Landry under there, and Southwest is really almost going to have to make a climb to get to the basketball. That was some good defense there to keep Janet Chadwick from getting an easy 2 underneath because she had almost gained position on the baseline. Gastright to trigger it in, knocked away. It was intended for Stevens. She got it back. Now stolen away. Mathis tries to go all the way and loses it out of bounds. Lakita Mathis, a sophomore, tried to go coast to coast and lost it. Gastright, outlet pass. They break the pressure easily. Mitchell in control, takes it all the way. Nope.
Here comes Southwest. Askew, short. Clark, yes.
Basket by number 22, Tamika Clark.
She has all 4 points, and we're tied for all. There goes Stevens. Missed the easy shot. Mathis the other way. And Tamika Clark says, let's set it up. Latavia Coleman, turnaround, got it. She looks smooth on that one.
They've been trying to deny her the basketball. Even though Sequoyah is back in that zone, they've paid special attention to trying to keep the ball away from Coleman.
6-4 Southwest. Gastright dishes it off. And Landry hits it. If those guards of Sequoyah can make something happen and penetrate, then those big, tall girls are just down there saying, let me have it. It's going to be a key to see if Southwest can play some good defense and keep the Sequoyah guards from penetrating.
They're going to have to be able to handle the basketball.
Loose ball inside, and before the shot by Mathis, I believe. Looked like Shelley Landry might have gotten her.
She did.
Foul on number 53, Shelley Landry, her first, team first.
Was indeed before the shot was put up, so it's Southwest ball. Askew is deflected. Tamika Clark underneath, can't handle it. Possession arrow, and the ball will stay down at that end.
Sabrina Nelson, you saw right there, she was a big key in Southwest semifinal victory to get to the. She had 16 points in that ball game.
All right, we got a break in the action. We're tied up 6-all, girls Quad A championship, and we'll be back after this word from your local stations. Some of the Sequoyah faithful, their second trip to the title game in 3 years, and this time they want to come away with the big party.
They brought a good crowd with them in the semifinals on Friday, and a good crowd here tonight.
All right, Tamika Clark to inbounds for Southwest. To Askew, back out on top, Lakita Mathis. Askew. Latavia Coleman trying to shake free inside that zone. They can't get it to her. There's a lot of tall timber between her and the basketball. Clark, Askew, eyes the hoop and lets it go. Lashonda Stevens, the rebound, nearly a bad pass, but Gastright brought it out of there. That's Gastright with the ball. Lindsey Gastright, a 5'7" senior. Lashonda Stevens, there she is, averages 18 a game. They're looking for, and Gastright found her for 2.
The height advantage is so great for Sequoyah that they're able to put Lashonda Stevens at times up top of the zone.
Well, they shot 60% in the semifinal, and you can see why. They get a lot done inside with all that height. Landry, Chadwick, brought the rebound out of there. Stevens nearly brought that pivot foot up, but she didn't, so no travel. Tamika Clark on the run, but the numbers quickly go the other way as Sequoyah gets back. This time into the middle was Nelson. There she is, but loses it. Gastright coming out of there. She's got one defender to beat. Can't do it.
Great defensive play that time by the freshman.
Shanna Askew is only a freshman. She got back for the block. She averages 15 a game. Good future ahead of her in high school.
6'1". Already.
Gastright to Nelson. Janet Chadwick has 4. 10-6 Sequoyah. Tamika Clark, a long one, air ball. And Sequoyah will have the basketball.
So Tamika is going to take a break.
Michelle Robinson in for Southwest. Gas strike. Nelson.
Southwest.
Heather Mitchell hits the shot that makes this a 12-6 Sequoyah lead. That's our score in the first quarter with 1:36 to go. Back after these messages.
You know why your local Ford dealer is the truck authority? The Ford F-150 is again the #1 truck in America for 17 years straight. Of all full-size pickups built over the past 16 years, there are more Fords still on the road. And they're backed by 24-hour roadside service. Plus, the big Ford has split bench seating, a strong bolted frame, more horsepower than Dodge, more torque than Chevy. Now, for just $229 a month for 24 months, the Ford F-150. That's why your local Ford dealer is the truck authority.
Sequoyah leads Southwest Macon by a score of 12-6 in the first quarter of the girls' Quad A championship game at the Alexander Memorial Coliseum here at Georgia Tech. And it is Southwest ball. Shanna Askew looking over the zone. That's Nikita Mathis right through the zone. Can't get the shot to go for. Latavia Coleman tries to follow. Lashonda Stevens with the board.
We'd like to welcome all the folks in the Cordele, Albany area watching us on WSST, one of the many stations along our 11 Alive GHSA basketball network tonight.
Well, you know, if we were allowed to give personal messages on the network here, I could say hi to my friends Joe and Lori in Cordele, but we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, we better not do that.
I better not do that.
We'd get in trouble.
Yeah. Okay, back to the ball game. Southwest.
I'm
with
amazed
the
that you know someone in Cordele.
Southwest down by 6. Nikita Mathis trying to change that, got the shot off and walked before she got it off. See Scott Burr-Smith on the Sequoyah bench. He wants that championship. They've had a little whiff of it, but haven't been able to get it. Been to the title game 2 times in the last 3 years. Latavia Coleman, after the turnover, got the shot off. She'll be at the line.
She really did a great job in the semifinal game, and it was, if I recall correctly, it was late in that ball game when she really helped widen the gap as Southwest Macon was able to beat Cass.
There's Willie Goolsby and his staff over on the Southwest bench. Latavia Coleman is only a sophomore. Shanna Askew's a freshman. Coleman a sophomore. Nikita Mathis, a sophomore, pretty young team. 1 out of 2, 12-7 game, and 30 seconds in the first quarter. And Janet Chadwick didn't handle it too badly for a girl her size. Underneath Landry.
Hanging around, right place at the right time for Shelley Landry.
Nothing wrong with picking up a little garbage. You gotta be persistent to get it. She was there.
Still worth 2.
That's right. 5 seconds. Askew. Landry the rebound. Time will run out before Sequoyah can get off the shot. They have a lead at the end of the first quarter. Our score: Sequoyah 14, Southwest 7. Back after these messages from your local stations.
Get
Watch this pass. It's tipped. The Lindsey Gastrite pass is tipped. But right there is Shelley Landry, and she puts it in. She leads Sequoyah with 6, and the Lady Chiefs on a 10-1 run. And they lead right now 14-7 as we start the second quarter.
Shanna Askew throws it in. Here comes Nikita Mathis. The sophomore running the offense. To Michelle Robinson over there on the wing. Sabrina Nelson is begging for it inside. It's just tough to get it through there. Nice bit of penetration there by Lakita Mathis, and that is what is going to have to be done to shake that zone up a little bit. Here's what happened in the first quarter.
First quarter stat presented by Chevron. Turnovers 3 each. 3-point field goals 0 for 4 combined. And in the field goal department, Sequoyah 6 of 11.
Basketball number 34, Shayna Askew.
Askew makes it a 14-9 Sequoyah lead. Lindsey Gastright setting up the play for Sequoyah. They're up by 5. Shelley Landry out there looking over, and I do mean over the defense. Now they try to go down low to Lashonda Stevens, stolen away. Latavia Coleman up ahead to Askew. Shanna Askew can't get it to go. Follow up, put back up and in by Latavia Coleman. She's got 5. It's 14-11 Sequoyah. Knocked away from Heather Mitchell, and Lakita Mathis stays in bounds.
Coleman had the rebound putback. She had 11 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken, in that semifinal game.
Coleman again. She heats up, look out. She's got 7. 1-point lead for Sequoyah. They have the basketball. Landry wanted to go to Mitchell down low, who was fighting for position. In the meantime, Latavia Coleman comes up with a basketball. Works her way in. Easy as that. 9 for her. Southwest leads by 1.
They're not taking care of the basketball. Sequoyah just not taking care of it. Turning the ball over, and the lead now has changed hands.
Let's go over to Del Rod. Excuse me, Joe Washington. You never know which one of our partners is going to show up.
One player who really came up big for the Chiefs yesterday was Danielle Donahue, and I saw her over there by the scorer's table. Scott Bursmith was about to put her in. She came in a little later in the proceedings yesterday and really made a big difference. Looks like Scott's not fooling around. He's going to put her in right now when his team needs the spark. Randy and Fred?
All right, thank you, Joe.
Well, right now, southwest of Macon in the midst of an 8-0 run to start the first minute and 58 of the second quarter. And this run has been keyed by number 30, Latavia Coleman, who had a rebound putback and has hit a couple of big shots, and 6 of those 8 points belong to her.
Now Dell's up. All right, batter up, Dell.
They finally get to me. I tell you what, the fans of Southwest Macon, they're here to support their team. You can hear them. A little noise. There they go, firing up. Back to you, Randy and Fred.
See, who says the guys don't come out here to support the girls, huh? Danielle Donahue checked into the Sequoyah lineup, had the ball, and this is Gastright again. So Donahue running at guard with the Gastright. That's Lashonda Stevens. Janet Chadwick. Gastright. She'd love to get it to Landry, but she's covered at the moment. And I mean covered up. Nearly taken away. Chadwick saves it. Puts it on the floor. Now goes to Stevens, who puts it up and in and got fouled.
Nice dish by Janet Chadwick. And Lashonda went up strong to the hoop. Watch it. Bring that zone in. Coleman had to come in to honor that dribble drive. Left Lashonda open for just a short time.
Second team foul on Southwest. First on Latavia Coleman. And Lashonda Stevens completes a three-point play, so she has 5. And Sequoyah's back up by 2, 17-15. Coleman meets little resistance until she gets a pretty short, high-percentage shot, but she can't get it to fall. Askew, Shanna Askew will go to the line.
Lindsay Gastrite over the top that time. It's her first 14 fouls so far.
Foul
It's
number
her second.
14, Lindsay Gastrite, her second, team 4.
You see Sabrina Nelson check back into the lineup.
And the 35 for Sequoyah gets back in there as well. Heather Mitchell. Gastrite out.
Right there it is. It's hard to see, but she went over the top, kind of hit her on the head a little bit.
Jana Askew has 3 points. Freshman who stands 6'1". Now normally see a 6'1" player in girls high school basketball. She looks pretty big, but Jana doesn't look that big out there against this Sequoyah lineup. So she gets both of them.
6'3".
All right, we've got a tie ball game here, 17 all, 5:07 left second quarter as Sequoyah and Southwest vie for the girls Quad A championship. Back with more of that championship game after these messages.
Why run for the phone or miss important calls? Now Southern Bell's call return tells you the caller's number
555-8728
and then lets you return the call.
Hi, Pat.
It's easier than. Southern Bell makes your life a touch easier. Order now and save $12.
However you keep track of time, this is a great deal. Honda's new 24-month lease. Because now, for a limited time, with $1,000 down, you can lease a Civic DX for just $169 a month for 24 months. Or, if you prefer, about $5.50 a day. Leadership leasing from your Honda dealer.
When my doctor said to start exercising, I knew I wasn't 25 anymore. That's when I called Bill, my nationwide insurance agent.
Jim had some questions, so we did a nationwide care review. We talked about his financial plan, life insurance, disability coverage, even retirement.
And we covered everything.
It turns out Jim was okay just the way he was.
Insurance-wise, right?
Oh, right.
The care review from Nationwide, because things change.
Nationwide is on your side.
It's Sequoyah basketball in a tie game here in the girls Quad A championship. Janet Chadwick got it in bounds. This is Heather Mitchell. A lot of defensive pressure being put on. Mitchell in a little bit of trouble, gets by Shanna Askew. Danielle Donahue is only a sophomore. She backed it out and started the offense. That's Mitchell, who wanted to go to Lashonda Stevens. Donahue again. Lashonda's calling for it inside, saying, give it to me.
Sabrina Nelson doing a great job of fronting her and denying her the basketball.
Shelley Landry asked for the lob and got it back after. So Southwest briefly had the ball.
Latavia Coleman did a great job giving the backside help on that play. Southwest just couldn't control it. Shelley Landry, with her height advantage, got the ball back.
Shelley Landry intimidating the shooter that time. It's still going to be Southwest ball. Latavia Coleman back outside. Carolyn Gilbert with the shot, gets it back, gets it blocked. Lashonda Stevens. Chadwick now. Donahue. Mitchell looked at Landry, now goes back to her, and Landry scores. Shelley Landry has 8.
That was a great pass that time by Mitchell.
It was. She almost kind of looked the defense off of it and then went back inside to her. Lashonda Stevens was in Shanna Askew's face. And that's the reason that thing got nothing but air. 21-17, Sequoyah back out on top by 4 after it was tied up 17 all. Chadwick inbound, bad pass, taken away, lost. Nikita Mathis had it briefly. Still Sequoyah ball. Lindsey Gastright back in, Heather Mitchell out. Lashonda Stevens comes back to help out on the inbound. She's double teamed. She's in trouble. It's a jump ball, and it is Southwest ball. My fault. Arrow going the other way.
The bench is on that side. That's why I looked over there and I saw the bench. Quick to get the double team once she picked up the dribble.
Back live now, and the same sort of defensive pressure just caused a traveling violation, so it'll be Southwest ball. Mathis penetrating, bounce pass, but before she got rid of it to Sabrina Nelson, she walked with it. So back-to-back turnovers, and it's Sequoyah's ball. Bad pass. Mathis. Nope. Landry rebound. Donahue had the ball over there right in front of the bench where Sequoyah says, hey, we need to talk it over. We're not getting much done. Although they do lead by 4. It's 21-17 in the girls Quad A championship game. And we will be back after these messages from your local stations. By 4, and Del Rogers is down on the sidelines. Del?
I'm down the sidelines. You know, Randy, you alluded to it earlier that the guys do support women's basketball, and I wish I can show you some of these guys, and Sequoyah fans have painted faces and all that other stuff. Back to the game, Randy and Fred.
All right, Del, thank you. Well, you know, you're right. It's funny when the girls are playing, you hear the decimal level of the crowd is largely male. And vice versa. You know, the guys come out and support the girls. No doubt about it.
There has been. We've seen good support all week long, really.
Nearly a 3-second call. Latavia Coleman into the lane. Follows her shot. Through the foul. Got the hoop.
Great job by Latavia Coleman. She crashed the boards. Went in there. Little pump fake. Got Lashonda Stevens off her feet. And then went up for the hoop. Watch. Here she comes on the right side of your screen. Boom, there it is, up in the air.
That's her first personal, 5 team fouls on Sequoyah. Coleman completes the 3-point play. So she's got 12 points, and it's a 1-point Sequoyah lead, 21-20. Lashonda Stevens picked up the dribble very quickly. And another turnover.
Double dribble. We'd like to welcome everybody watching us in the Statesboro area on W48BH. Along our 11 Alive Georgia High School Association Basketball Network. Sequoyah, 9 turnovers. Southwest with 5.
Here's Coleman looking for some help. Got it from Askew. Shayna Askew. Laquita Mathis. Askew over the zone. Janet Chadwick, Lindsey Gastright. Gastright has Lashonda Stevens up ahead, but no real numbers advantage. Then tried to go to her later, and by that time, Lashonda had come back up the floor. So they miscommunicated. Willie Goolsby on that Southwest sideline. His club is down by 1. Trying to break the pressure, they do to Latavia Coleman, who dishes it off nicely, but Sabrina Nelson wasn't ready for it. Askew nearly lost it. That's Mathis again. They'll start over. Askew down low. Nelson turnaround blocked. Sequoyah up by 1. We're a minute 10 away from halftime. They go for Stevens. She has she'll go to the line.
Lashonda Stevens begging for the basketball every time she is in there. As we take a look at some of those painted faces Del Rogers was telling us about. She finally got the basketball, took advantage of it. She gets behind the defense with Tavia Coleman in there, along with the freshman Shanna Askew. And the foul will be called on Askew. Excuse me, Latavia Coleman.
All right, Lashonda Stevens trying to complete the three-point play. If she does, she'll have 8 on the evening. Sequoyah by 4, 24-20. Under a minute now in the first half. Coleman quickly to Nelson. Turnaround. No. Stevens. That's Heather Mitchell. Back outside. Now they go to Lashonda Stevens. Chadwick. Stevens, I think, went over the back. So they'll walk the other way. Lashonda Stevens called for going over the top.
Foul on number 34, Lashonda Stevens.
Angel Coney, number 15, a freshman, into the Southwest lineup. Willie Goolsby going to the bench early and often. Mathis penetrated, trying to make something happen, but the pass to the baseline off target. Whitney Christian, with only 18 seconds in the first half, checks into the lineup for Sequoyah, number 33. Donahue still in there, knocked away by Askew. 17 on the clock, and Sequoyah up by 4. Finally gets it into Gastrite, who almost loses it. Now does. Air ball. Askew touched it, but it was knocked out of her hands. And so it's going to be Southwest ball.
Big possession for Southwest of Macon. If they can cut this lead, it'll be a brand new ball game to start the second half.
Askew from way outside. Air ball. And before Sequoyah can get off another shot, halftime buzzer sounds. They will take a 4-point advantage into the locker room in this girls Quad A championship game. At the half, it's Sequoyah 24, Southwest 20. And Joe Washington will be back with more of our halftime activities after these messages.